मुच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
श्री गोपी जनवल्लभाय नमः। श्रीमदाचार्य चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। श्री गुसाई जी परम दयालवे नमः। श्री गुरवे नमः। चिंता संतानहंतारो यत्पादाम्बुजरेणवः स्वीयानां तान्निजाचार्यां प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। यदनुग्रहतो जन्तु सर्वदुःखातिगो भवेत् तमहं सर्वदा वन्दे श्रीमद्वल्लभनन्दनम्। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमामि हृदये शेषे लीलाक्षिराब्धिशायिनम् लक्ष्मीसहस्रलीलाभि सेव्यमानं कलानिधिम्। चतुर्भिश्च 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 त्रिभिस्तथा षड्भिर्विराजते योऽसौ पञ्चधा हृदये मम। प्रभुर्नन्दकुमारो मे स्वामिनी वृषभानुजा। कृतार्थोऽहं 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 न संशयः। नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भूतकर्मणे रूपनाम विभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः। बुद्धिप्रेरक कृष्णस्य पादपद्मं प्रसीदतु। ध्यानासमर्थजीवानाम् अस्माकं सर्वदा स्वतः। नमो ब्रह्मण्यदेवाय को ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। Welcome back to Life Solutions in 2021, a Vedic lifestyle. Prempuri Ashram Trust has been the formidable one to take this initiative and bring this noble concept in front of us. I would like to thank Shri Girish Bhai Dresswala for all his constant efforts of follow-up and this opportunity so that I could express my thoughts in front of everyone. Today, we all are stuck in so many problems. Every day is a new challenge for all of us. Every day we are trying to do something new. Every day our life is being challenged by newer set of opportunities. Every day is a new segment where we are trying to figure out how can we improvise our life. Every day we are trying to figure out how our contribution can change this world, how our focus area can do something good for the universe, how things could change around over the period of time and make our life blissful, make it easy for all of us to move forward. Considering these situations, it's crucial for us to gather the right kind of knowledge and at the same time be humble enough to figure out what is the purpose of our existence and how can we make our life better. In order to do that, life has always thrown challenges, and it's humans who have come across the power to solve those things and make their life much better. We'll try to understand all these problems and figure a way of how to come out of these situations. For that, we'll walk on the path of Subhashitas because they are guiding force for a lot of us. And since they are guiding force for a lot of us, we'll try to remember these verses and move ahead in life. One of the major concerns that we have is enemies. We have a lot of enemies around us and we need to fight these enemies. Why do we need to fight these enemies? We'll understand them by focusing on the verse that we are going to listen to next. Agni Shesham, Runa Shesham, Shatruh Shesham Tathaivacha, Punah Punah Pravardhet Tasmat Shesham Na Karayet. Agni fire, Runa loan, Shatru enemy. If any of these remain even in a small trace, Shesham, that will grow again. Punah Punah Pravardhet. That means it can increase again. So finish them completely. Tataha Shesham Na Karayet. That means we need to remove it completely. A small sparkle of fire can actually burn the entire forest. A small segment of loan, if pending, can make you face insults and an enemy, even left, even for this much fraction of time. Or if we try to show unnecessary mercy, that enemy can actually destroy us. I'll give you a small reference of it. So many times Jarasan was spared by Lord. Once that Jarasan created a problem where two armies were exactly attacking Mathura at the same time. That didn't turn out to be the best of experiences, and that's why Lord had to shift everyone to Dwarka. We cannot compare our lives with Lord, but still we can definitely take some inspiration and understand that the enemies need to be destroyed in and out. And I think more than anyone, Duryodhana understood this and always wanted to destroy Pandavas left, right, and center. But in order to destroy enemies, we need to gather information, we need to gather knowledge, we need to gather the right kind of nutrition. And for this nutrition, we need certain efforts. And these efforts can only be understood when we get the idea of Prithvyam Trini Ratnani Jalamannam Shubhashitam Mudaihi Pashana Khandeshu Ratasanya Pradiyate. There are three jewels on this earth. First one is water. Second is food. And third is Subhashitas, that is the good sayings. But the fools call piece of rocks as jewels. Subhashitas are nothing but the collection of vast experiences of people, or in the other words, wise sayings. Let me put it this way so that my younger audience can understand this concept much quicker than anyone else. First thing that we need to be aware of, we need to learn from other people's experiences. We need to learn from other people's failures. We need to learn from how people are, how people have been, and how can we make it better. For that, we need to keep this one thing in mind. Subhashitas are nothing but sayings. Subha, Shubha, Asit, Subhashit. These are nothing but auspicious sayings or good sayings. Something that can be a guiding force for all of us. And since they are guiding force for a lot of us, we need to ensure that these guiding force can ease our life. We need to understand them, implement them, take guidance from them, change the way we are, change the way we behave, and see if the results are coming by. If learned people don't learn from other people's mistakes, how is it going to help them anyway? When you are in problem, there are certain people who become your friends. Vanani dahate vanhe, sakhi bhavati marutah, sakha bhavati marutah, seva deepanashaya, krusho kasyasti saurudam. When it catches fire in forest, wind is there to assist it. Sakha bhavanti marutah. Same wind destroys a small lamp. Sa eva deepanashaya. If one doesn't have enough power or wealth, he doesn't have friends. The above Subhashita is very applicable from our nation's point of view, or from our personal point of view as well. One will support you if you are powerful, or else the same will destroy you. So the only alternative that we have is to become powerful, to become mighty. This is not just applicable for the nations, this is applicable for ourselves as well. It's people seek help from people who have it. People don't seek help from people who don't have it. We need to be that someone who has it. Otherwise, it's going to be futile for all of us as well. While doing all of these things, there are certain things we need to take care of. And those are Vidya Vivadaya Dhanam Madaya Shakti Paresham Parapidhanaya Khalasya Sadhoho Viparitam Gnanaya Danaya Charakshanaya. There are certain things that we need to be beware of. A crooked man's knowledge, a Durjan, or his Vidya. A Durjan's Vidya is something he or she will only use for his arguments. For a matter of fact, even I was someone like this, but then I realized your knowledge should not be only used for argument. Similar crooked person's wealth, his money, he's only be utilized to increase his own ego. And his power is only utilized to trouble others, to not help others. The exact opposite situation is for people who are noble, who are sajjan. His knowledge is for good purposes. His wealth is for donation. And his power is to protect others, is to protect the weak, is to protect people around him. Now, when people are weak, whom they trust Durbalasya balam raja. We, when we are weak, we trust on our rulers, our government, that they will do something nice and good. They will figure out a way how to make this life better. They will figure out a way how can we make this world better. Durbalasya balam raja. Balanam rodanam balam. A child can cry, and that crying is the biggest strength of that child. He can demand just by crying things. Thus, crying becomes the strength of a child because he can get whatever he wants. Balam murkhasya maunitvam. Not expressing the views is the strength of an unintelligent person. Because if he is talking much, then it's not going to be helpful for anyone. And choranam anrutam balam. That means whenever there is a thief, he or she will always lie. Because only when he lies, he or she learns the art of telling untruth. And that's how he can sustain. Whether it's right or wrong, I'm not sure about it. But here the verse is talking about find your own strength. We all should have that one strength that can actually make our life much easier. Moving forward, since we talk about strength, there are certain things that are helpful for us to face. Ashwasya bhushanam vego, mattam syad gaja bhushanam, chaturyam bhushanam narya, udyego nara bhushanam. Speed is the glory of horse, the Ashwa. The majestic walk, the way the elephant walks, Gaja. That's his asset. Being wise, Chatur, is an asset to women for Nari. And always being engaged in some kind of work which is going to give some returns is something that suits the men. Since men are the ones who are supposed to do hard work and women are supposed to be wise, this is a major indication that men should listen to wise women and do their acts. Otherwise, it would have been reverse. Udyego would have been given to women and wise needed to be men. But women are wise. Even Sri Mahaprabhu Sri Vallabhacharya ji says, when you want to judge a woman, instead of judging a woman, understand how intelligent is she. And if that matches your intelligence, or if she's better than your intelligence, she is someone applicable whom you should choose as a wife. Kshanashash kanashash vidyam artham cha sadayet, kshane nashte kuto vidya, kane nashte kuto dhanam. Every moment one should learn. Every bit one should earn. If you waste a second, you can't get knowledge. And if you waste a bit, you can't get money. This is the major learning that you can get as a Pandit. Now, a lot of people say that what should be my purpose? And whether it is fine if we sacrifice something for something else. Kulasyarthe tyaje dekam. Gamyasyarthe kulam tyajet. Sacrifice your own interest for the sake of your family. Sometimes you have to safeguard your family. That's more important than you having your own self-vested interest. If someone's father has passed away, someone's mother has passed away, someone's relative has passed away, you will be the one to stand up for them and take care of them. This is all about ownership. For your own family, sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore yourself. Sometimes you need to do what is more important than what you want to do. Sometimes sustenance is more important than luxury. Sometimes existence is more important than luxury. So these are certain things that we need to keep in mind. We need to sustain. We need to be present. That's the first thing that we need to do. We need to sacrifice in order to achieve the bigger purpose in life. Post which, if there is something happening better for the community or the village, one should sacrifice its own family. One of the major reasons why we see volunteers in so many organizations like Art of Living's Isha Foundation and many other organizations, even in ISKCON or even in or the BMC segment or even Pushti Marg for a matter of fact, right? We sacrifice certain time with our family to do something better for the village. Gamam janapadasyarthe artmarthe prithvim tyajet. And when it comes to sacrificing something for the nation, one can sacrifice the village as well. That's the reason why you see our soldiers away from their families and away from their hometowns. And last but not the least, Atmarthe Prithvim Tyajet. For yourself, for your Atma, for your inner self, you should sacrifice everything. And this is contradictory to sacrificing your own self. But that's when you have enough knowledge and you realize that my sacrificing for my inner self is far more important than anything else. And that inner self won't be bothered about the materialistic sacrifices that you make in life. Naksharam mantra rahitam, na moolam naushadhim, ayogya purusham nasti, yojakas tatra durlabha. There is no letter which is not a mantra or which can't be used as a mantra. There is no root which can't form some kind of a medicine. There is no person in this world who is absolutely useless. But a person who can identify their own utility and put them into proper usage is considered to be really, really rare. And hence it is said, yojakas tatra durlabha. Now, sometimes we feel, are there any similarities between us and the animals? Well, the answer to that is absolutely yes. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunam cha samanyametat pashubhir naranam dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho dharmena hina pashubhi samanaha. Eating, sleeping, fear from somebody, and reproduction are the common elements between humans and animals. However, it is only the dharma which is additional important quality of humans without which he or she is similar to an animal. Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho. That means dharma is the element which is additional and at the same time it's extremely crucial, which is not the case with other animals. Now, let's try and understand as humans, what is the prima facie activity that we need to do. Satyasya vachanam shreyah satyadapi hitam vadet yad bhuta hitam atyantam etat satyam matam mama. Telling the truth is recommended, but more than that, tell those things which are in interest of all. According to me, Narada, things which are beneficial to large community is the truth. We should be always thinking about other people's betterment. We should be always thinking about how people can improvise their own life. And hence at the same segment, it is said, Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyan, bruyat satyam apriyam, priyam cha nanrutam bruyat, deshah dharmah sanatanah. Speak the truth, speak what is pleasant to others. Don't say the truth which is not pleasant to others or which is harmful. Even though pleasant, don't speak false. This is the dharma. Esham dharma sanatanah. One major incident that takes place in Srimad Ramayana, Sri Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana. Once Lakshman is asking to Lord Ram, and Lord Ram is expressing, Api Swargamai Lanka, Name Lakshmana Rochate, Janani Janma Bhumishya, Swargadapi Gariyasi. Oh Lakshman, this golden lampa does not allure me. Mother and motherland is dearer to me even than heaven. Ram and Lakshman are having conversation. It is very appropriate to remember this on an occasion of Vijayadashmi. Ravan was destroyed on the day of Vijayalakshmi. Lord Ram is telling Lakshman that Lanka is not something that I want to rule on. It's not as attractive as it really looks like. And hence, I would utilize my time with my mother and with my Janma Bhumi, which is important for me in comparison to the Svarga as well. A lot of times, we feel that we should hold grudge for the longest duration of time. Here's a sentimental thought process that Sri Rama is giving. Maranantani vairani nivrutam nah prayojanam kriyatamasya samskaro mamapyesha yatha tava. Enmity ends with death. Our job is over. Now Ravan is mine and he is yours. So do his cremation properly. These are the sentences that Sri Ram has occurred after the death of Ravan on Vijayadashmi. And this is what is the reflection of our Sanskriti is. Ravan is dead. His brother Vibhishan was hesitating for cremation. According to him, Ravana's body was not worthy of proper treatment. To this, Sri Ram is seeing now that he is dead. He's our enemy. He's not our enemy anymore. He deserves proper samskara. In comparison to this, just compare what the invaders did to us when they started treating our kings and our bodies of Brahmins. It was extremely pathetic. In order to develop such sense, one needs to invest the right kind of time in right kind of places. And hence it is said, Kavya Shastra Vidodena, Kalo Gachati Dhimatam, Vyasanena cha Murkhanam, Nidraya Kalahenava. An intelligent person who has buddhi, who is buddhiman, spends his time in research and studies of literature, Kavya and philosophies, that is Shastra, Veda Shastra, Dharma Shastra, etc. forms of Shastras. Or in other words, they will spend their time in the satisfaction that they receive through Kavya and Shastra. In contrast, an unintelligent person will spend his time in bad habits like sleeping. Resting and sleeping are two different things. Resting yourself for your bodily needs is extremely fine. Sleeping because you don't have anything to do is not absolutely fine. And hence, bad habits like excessive sleep, quarrel, or some type of addiction is not actually helpful. And hence, a person never progresses because of all of these things. Tailad rakshet, jalad rakshet, rakshet sithila bandhanat, murkha hastena datavyam, evam vadati pustakam. Since we are talking about Kavya Shastra, since we are talking about scriptures, a book says, since we study from books, book says protect me from oil, tailad rakshet. Jalad rakshet refers to save me from water. Protect me from loose binding. After doing all of these, don't give me to a murkha who will open me the way he wants to and then just destroy the book itself. Now, let's try and understand the various aspects that we can get while learning these Subhashitas. Vidvatvam cha nrupatvam cha naiva tulyam kadachana. Swadeshe pujyate raja vidwan sarvatra pujyate. Rulership and learning is not comparable at any time. King gets respect from his own country, whereas learned person gets respect from everywhere. If you know something, anywhere in the world, you will be respected. But if you are a king, you would be only respected in a certain segment or in certain places in a certain way. People who are learned get respect everywhere they go. And hence, it's important for us to acquire the right kind of knowledge. Durjanena samam sakhyam pritim chapi na karayet ushno dahati changarah shitah krishnayate karam. One should avoid friendship or warm relationship with a wicked person like coal. If he burns your hands, if hot, he burns your hands. If cold, blackens your hands. That is, he's bad to you. They will surely cause some problem to you. But even if he is good to you, contact alone will cause some problem. And that's why it's important for us to check out whether the person is good or not. I hope you guys are liking and understanding all of these things. Some of them we have already covered in the previous sessions, and I'm not repeating them. Shanti tulyam tapo nasti, toshan paramam sukham, nasti trushna paro vyadhir nacha dharmo daya paraha. There is no achievement like peace. There is no happiness like satisfaction. There is no disease like desire. And dharmo daya paraha refers to there is no dharma like mercy. Now, Sulabhaha Purushaha Rajan Satatam Priyavadinah Apriyasya cha Pathyasya Vakta Shrota cha Durlabha. From Mahabharat, Vidur is telling Dhritarashtra, Your Majesty, you'll always find good speaking people. But a person who speaks the bitter truth and the one who listens to him are both difficult to find. First of all, it's easy to find people who love to listen to good things and who can speak the good things. It's even the more rarer to find someone who speaks the bitter truth, and even further rarer to find someone who can actually handle that truth. Sometimes a lot of people say that we chose the toughest part or toughest way of life or toughest aspect of our lives. And sometimes we are not ready to actually do that. We need to develop that skill set only by baby steps. We cannot try to climb the entire Mount Everest without even having tried the other kind of terrains in the previous aspect. Sarpa durjana yor madhye varam sarpona durjanaha sarpa dashati kalena durjanastu pade pade. When it comes to comparison between a serpent, that's a snake, and a wicked person, it is serpent who is better the two, because serpent or the snake bites occasionally or once, but the wicked person keeps on stinging again and again and again and again. Sometimes we are in possession of someone doesn't mean that person is absolutely nice, at least before marriage or even after marriage as well. If there is a saying in Sanskrit, patite patau, that means if a husband is not right, one can sacrifice that husband as well. Moving forward, Videsheshu dhanam vidya, vyasaneshu dhanam matihi, paraloke dhanam dharma, shilam sarvatra vaidhanam. Knowledge is the real wealth in foreign land. Cleverness in tough situations. Righteousness, dharma, in the only event which can help us go to the parlok or the heaven. And good conduct, that is shila, is the wealth everywhere at a given point of time. Now I'll tell you why. Vyasaneshu, Videsheshu dhanam vidya, vyasaneshu dhanam mati. I'll give you the situation of mati. There was a king and his consort mantri. They were walking somewhere and the king got he got pricked with the thorn of flowers. And the mantri was saying, Jo hota hai, bhale ke liye hota hai. Anything that is happening for good. Now, king got angry and that thing repeated multiple times, and the king got that mantri jailed. King got that minister jailed. Since he was in the jail, and now the king goes for a hunt. He goes for hunting. While he's going for hunting, he realized that He has lost his path, his soldiers are not around, and he was caught. And since he was caught, he realized that, oh, now I'm stuck. He was about to get sacrificed as Bali. People changed his clothes and he was about to get sacrificed, wherein they realized that he has a small prick in his left hand, in his left hand fingers. And they say that, he's not good, he's not worthy of a sacrifice, go change him. That's when he realizes his mantri used to say, Hari kale so bhali, jo hota hai achhe ke liye hota hai. And that's when his mind gets struck that, oh, I need to go back to my mantri and speak with him about it. He comes back, he speaks with him, he apologizes. And mantri says, jo hota hai achhe ke liye hota hai, hari kare so bhali. Then king is asking, but how me jailing you is actually helpful? So the minister is saying in return, look, had I come with you for hunting, I had no prick, I had no cuts, my body was intact and perfect. They would have taken me for sacrifice. I would have got killed by this time. So you need that mati, you need that brains. And in order to have all of these, we need to keep on gathering wisdom. Vishadapi amrutam grahyam, baladapi subhashitam, amitrad sadavrittam grahyam, amedhyat api kanchanam grahyam. The verse says, Vishad apyamrutam grahyam, baladapi subhashitam, amitrad api sadvrutam, amedhyad api kanchanam. Nectar is acceptable even from poison. A subhashit is acceptable even from child. A good deed or behavior is acceptable even from an enemy. And gold is accepted or acceptable even from dirt. These are the various aspects that we need to keep in mind. Opportunities are everywhere. We need to see where we can capture it from. Utsaho balavanarya nastyutsaha param balam sotsahasya cha lokeshu na kinchidapi durlabham. Utsaha arya utsaha balavan asti, utsahat paramam balam na asti, sa utsahasya lokeshu cha kinchit api durbhalam na asti. Oh man, effort is the main strength. There is no strength greater than the effort. But that is for the people with effort. For them, nothing is impossible. If you consider Nike will just stay in what statement? Just do it. However, this is the beauty of Subhashitas. Now, let's try and understand what is the role of this wisdom. Na choraharyam, na cha rajaharyam, na bhratrubhajyam, na cha bharakari, vyaye krute vardhan eva nityam vidyadhanam sarvadhanat pradhanam. It cannot be stolen by thieves, nor can be captured away by any of the kings. It cannot be divided among brothers. It does not cause a load on your shoulders. You cannot divide it amongst your brothers. It is indeed always something that will keep on growing. The wealth of knowledge is superior wealth of all. Sarpak krurah, khalak krurah, Sarpat krura, sarpat kruratarah khalah. We have already considered this thing. We've already spoken about sarpa, that's the snake, and the wicked person. One of the major learnings that we get in human psychology while we are dealing with our kids is when parents need to understand what kind of emotions one need to develop looking at the situation of the kid. लालयेत् पंचवर्षाणि दशवर्षाणि ताडयेत् प्राप्ते तु षोडशे वर्षे पुत्र मित्रवदाचरेत्. First 5 years one should pamper him. When he crosses 5 till he becomes 10, he should be spanked. In sense, he needs to be ready. You need to make him ready. We need to test him. We need to make him work around in a certain way. And those who speak in reality, once he comes up as the age of 16, he should be treated like a friend, like a grown-up, because his opinion matters. And hence one should always treat him like a friend. संपूर्ण कुंभो न करोति शब्दम अर्धो घटो घोषमुपैति नूनम विद्वान कुलीनो न करोति गर्वम गुणैर्विहीना बहुजल्पयन्ति. A fully filled water container will not create much noise as compared to a half filled one. When the containers are given some jerk, the water inside will move and create some noise. Similarly, a Vidwan, an intelligent person, will always remain calm and composed, will not misplace his pride, as opposed to people who know very less and they always keep on talking. Ahanyahani bhutani gachanti yam mandiram sheshaha sthavaramicchanti kimascharyamatah param. Creators go to death one by one. Creatures who go to death one by one. In spite of this rest, who are not dead yet, wish to live forever. Nothing is more surprising than this. We go to the crematory and then we realize everything is going to go in vain. And after that, we realize once we are back in the world, we are careless about it and we always want to live further and further. This is the encounter which takes place in Yudhishthir with the Gandharva. Gandharva is asked Yudhishthir about the most surprising element on the earth. And Dharma Raja is giving this particular answer. Moving forward. Dharmam yo badate dharmo na sa dharma kudharmakah avirodhatu yo dharma sa dharma satya vikrama. Subhashitkar is addressing Satya Vikram in this Subhashit. Dharma which violates others' dharma is not true. It is kudharma, that dharma which is not against the interest is true dharma. Dharma which is not against others' interest is the true dharma. Dharma here refers to the duties of the person. Things need to be in reference with a lot of us. Darshane sparshane vapi shravane bhashane piva भाषणे अपि वा यत्र द्रव्यन्त्यं रंगम सस्नेह इति कथ्यते. If seen or touching, hearing or speaking with somebody touches your heart, it is called love or affection. Namanti falino vruksha namanti gunino janaha shushaka kashthascha murkhascha na namanti kadachana. The branch of tree with full of fruits bend towards the earth due to the weight of fruits. In the same way, good people are modest towards the other people. However, unwise people are like dry stick which never bends. They do not show respect for others. Pratame narjita vidya, tvirtiye narjitam dhanam, trutiye narjitam punyam, chaturthe kim karishyati. A life of person goes through 4 phases of ashrama. The ashramas are the person in the brahmacharya ashram is expected to undergo schooling to earn vidya. Grihastha ashram, where his duty is to undergo marriage, one needs to earn money and serve his or her own family. Vanaprastha ashram is the sphere where you serve the society selflessly. And sannyas is the segment where you leave the material life and devote oneself for moksha. One who is not able to earn vidya does not pay attention in learning in the first segment of life. One who is not able to earn wealth during the second segment of life. One who is not able to attend the punya in the third segment of life. What will that person do in the fourth segment of life? However, if we go and see these days, life has now revolved around the first two ashrams itself. So if you're not learning and not earning, how are you going to partake your life ahead is the biggest question that comes in my mind. Abhimano dhanam yesham chiram jivanti te janaha abhimana vihinanam kim dhanena kimayusha. Those who have wealth of self-esteem live long for life. For those who don't have self-esteem, what is the youth of wealth and long life? Here, importance of self-esteem of life is being portrayed. If one has it, he is as good as living a long life. If a person doesn't have it, then according to Subhashitkar, life and wealth he has is absolutely useless. Similarly, nasti vidya samam chakshuh, nasti satya samam tapah, nasti raga samam dukkham, nasti tyaga samam sukham. Nasti, there is no such sight than knowledge. There is no biggest penance in comparison to the truth. There is no bigger sorrow than having an attachment. And last but not the least, the biggest form of sacrifice can actually give you the biggest form of happiness. Nasti tyaga samam sukham. If we go and see further, so many Subhashits always keep on teaching something or the other. A lot of our life questions can get answered because of these facilities that we go through Subhashitas. Because the role of Subhashitas is to keep on guiding us left, right, and center and to make our life much easier. If we go and see any other questions that are there, in current situation, we are super frustrated. We don't know how to deal with this frustration. We can only be frustrated because our life is clueless as to what do we do next. Because we don't have an immediate solution right now, we should invest our time in learning new things. Recently, my friend was really frustrated. He had joined his family business and he's a jeweler. His jewelry business is down right now because people are not getting married left, right, and center. I just told him one thing. If you come from such a decent family, why are you not investing your time and efforts in learning something new, which is going to help you in the future segment? If so many leaders of the world are continuously talking about dealing with situations and learning new things every now and then, why can't we invest our time in doing something like that? Some people are facing situations about overthinking and anxiety of the future. Why do we become anxious of the future? Because we have some parameters for our own self. Having aims for life and having certain parameters for ourselves, we can't be rigid towards our parameters and judge our life in that particular direction. It's only when we realize that we are humans and we can feel certain things, we need to be in a certain way. It's only then when we realize that we can't live a life of fake expectations. We can't pressurize ourselves for expectations because we are not meant to take only pressure every now and then. We are meant to live life and not live a pressurized lifestyle. While considering all these factors, we need to also remember that our anxiety for future is our own creation because we are comparing our lifestyle with a lot of other people who are way ahead of us in the current life situation that we are in. What do I mean by that is we are not focusing on improving our present in order to have a better future. We are worrying about the future and actually destroying our present. And this is exactly what we need to avoid in the current scenario. In the new normal life that we are living in, we are stuck at home. We are not being allowed to travel. We are not being able to spend money on travel. We all are frustrated because we are confined to a room. We all are frustrated because we are not getting enough opportunities to meet the right kind of people. Well, this is the right time of actually going and spending some time with your own self and understanding what kind of a person you are. Some people can take counseling sessions to, to understand oneself better. Some people can explore books. Some people can try experimenting new activities. Some people can try contacting one person every new week, or try contacting two people every 15 days who are new to you, whom you haven't spoken with since a long period of time. Try joining networking groups that are there online. Try spending your time in doing recreational activities. Try your time in spiritual practices like meditation, devotion, learning recitation of mantra and shloka, reading some certain theological books or scriptural books. Try investing your time of people. Try doing something which can help you to have a better lifestyle. It's only when you do all of these things you will realize that your anxiety for future can actually be worked upon. For people who are talking about how do we manage the new normal or the things that are going in the pandemic situation, we need to work on our lifestyle, including me. Even I'm trying to work on my lifestyle, because if we are not continuously upgrading our own lifestyle, I'm not saying to be productive 24/7, but I'm expecting us to have the right kind of allocation and balance of our life. If that is not going to be achieved, then we are always going to be in a problem. One amazing question has come my way. What is anger and what is love? Anger. Anger is nothing but when our expectations are not met, anger arises. And what is love? When there is no expectation, love startups. If there is expectation and when they don't get met, anger arises, and there is no expectation, our love is something that you can extremely express. So this is for the question that had come by. Where some people are talking about, we have so many career options. How do we select one and understand what our passions are? See, remember, in the olden time of Vedic time, there were 64 Vidyas that were taught to people. Sri Krishna as well had learned 64 forms of Vidya in a Sandipani ashram duration of time for 64 days. Multiple subjects were taught to people so that they get the choice of what they are good at. Similarly, in the current situation as well, you are also learning multiple forms of subject. Try using the hedgehog principle. One of my mentors, Mr. Karan Shah, founder of IID, has already done a video on it. I'm not saying it's 100% Vedic in concept, but however, it has a good amalgamation of what you are good at, what do you want to do, and what the world really wants. Right? Once you realize that there is something beyond ourselves, if you go and understand the Maslow's theory, when you start exploring the self-actualization segment, that is nothing but going beyond yourself, which is going to be for the betterment of the society. And that's the time when you start investing in such things. That's the time when you invest in the right kind of books, right kind of people, right kind of things, right kind of genre of music, whatever is helping you to be a better form of personality. When you do all of these things, automatically your lifestyle changes. Speaking about all of these, some people are talking about how to manage funds. Apparently, we all have loans, house loans, car loans to pay. The best part is we are not investing more amount of money in clothing business. Clothing, we are not investing more amount of money in makeup. We're not investing more amount of money in travel. Our expenses are now tech-based, digital-based. Our internet plans have upgraded. We are trying to have setup of light, good kind of technology, right kind of mics, right kind of backgrounds, and all of these things. Our household expense of electricity is increased over the period of time. Reason being the corporates are shut. So our travel expenses have curtailed. Now, since there is a shift of paradigm that has taken place in terms of expenses as well that we have, I'll give you a principle of Guru Shukracharya that he has propounded in Srimad Bhagavatam, which helps us understand where should we invest our own money. While we are investing our own money, there are 5 things that we should be investing our money in. Dharmaya. The first thing that we should be investing our money in, dharma. Things that allow us to perform our acts and duties. Second thing, yasha. Something that can give us fame. Now, honestly saying, we shouldn't be donating for fame. However, something that allows us to get a better name in life. That doesn't mean donation particularly, but even some kind of an activity or some kind of an investment that can increase our presence in our market so that we can earn more money from that. So fame, that is the second area where we should be investing our money in. Third, the next segment that we need to focus on is Arthaya, something that can give us money for our own existence, for our own vyapar, for our own business. The next is Kamaya, something that we should be, what do we say, for the things that we want or for the things that we desire. And the last is for Swajanaya, that means Kutumbasya Krute, that means for the Kutumba themselves. This is how you can divide your money for 5 various things. Now over here, people are saying there is no investment planning over here. Swajanaya refers to your insurance as well, or for helping someone in your own family by giving them educational money, giving them internships, supporting them during negative times. That is for Swajanaya. Kama here refers to your own self, certain things that you want to buy, certain experiences that you want to have. That's one part for it. One part for it is for reinvestment, so that you get the right kind of money. You are reinvesting in your business. Yashase refers to so that you get fame. Now, here, this segment of money is for people who can get more money. You're investing in money so that you get more money. For example, I remember one of the learned persons in the industry saying, I won't spend money on a Starbucks coffee for my own self. But if my business meeting is happening over there, I will definitely go and spend that kind of money, because that particular person is getting something in return at the same time. This is also one of the examples of Yashase. There are certain things that you need to do in order to maintain your social life. Now, this may be incorrect from a certain people's point of view. And Dharmaya refers to save your money so that you can do the right kind of acts by donating, by sacrificing, by giving it to some people who are in need, etc., etc. So if you go and see, your Dharma and Yashase money is not going to be spent so frequently. Dharmaya money can be spent frequently if you are trying to feed dogs, cats, animals, cattle, cow, vagara, vagara, vagara. Yashase money is also not going to be daily. You are not spending money so that you are promoted every day. You will spend money in the right kind of duration. So this is also a fund management mechanism that has been mentioned by Guru Shukracharya in Srimad Bhagavatam. I hope this thing might have helped you. Having said this, we've understood a lot of concepts. We are now left with a couple of more sessions. I hope you all are enjoying it. Kindly subscribe to the channel and leave certain comments, to which we'll understand whether this series is going in the right direction or not. Shubham Bhavatu. Krishna Arpanamastu.